Hello everyone. The Cardano-Node 1.20 has been released a few days ago, so I wanted to do a video. Well, some people have asked me to do a video on the update, as it's not as simple as usual, but once you know what you're doing, it's still pretty simple. So the thing is that there will be a database migration with this new release, and this will take 10 to 20 minutes, and it will be CPU intensive. So there is a way to mitigate this and just do the migration on one of the nodes and then use a database snapshot to apply to all your other updates. So obviously the first update is going to absolutely have to have the database migration, and we'll cover that. And then we'll cover the second way of updating if you have a database snapshot, and it should take less time from update to fully operational node. So yeah, the steps are pretty much what's listed here. So we update non-production. I'm gonna show it both on my relays, because I already updated my I updated my block producer and some relays, but I left two relays not updated, so I can cover them in the video. So we update a node, we take the snapshot, we stop the other node we want to update, we replace the database with the snapshot, and we restart it, and that should be pretty quick. So let's get started with updating the first relay. So I'm in my relay, and I can show you that node is running. So that's fine. We can go to the Git repository for Cardano-Node, and so here we need to we can fetch. So there's some new stuff. We can check out master and pull from master. Okay, and git checkout 1.20, and we're in detached head state. That's fine. Clear that, and so we're pretty much ready to update. We just need to stop the node. Stop the node service. Okay, and then we can use the CNTools script, the cabal build all. That will work. Just make sure you have the version is not too old. So yeah, we can echo the thing from the CNTools instructions and just update it. Do we need anything else before we update? I don't think so. So let's start that. And now the usual, the recompiling and installing updated is going to take some time. So I'm just going to pause the video here and start recording again once it's either close to finishing or if it's already finished. Let's just check that it will work fine. It seems to be working fine so far. Yeah, there we go. Downloading, configuring, building. That's fine. Okay, so I'll see you in about 30 minutes, 20 minutes. So update done, and if we look at our CNode service, it's not running, which is fine. So let's go to our CNode folder and we'll just go to the database, and here we have the ledger, and we just want to remove everything from there, so it will be replaced anyway. So we'll do remove recursively enforce from ledger everything. Yeah, okay, and now we can just restart the node, and that's it. Now it's syncing. But how do we know when it's ready for the database snapshot, when it's synced and stuff? The guild live view is not going to tell us that, but the logs will. So we'll just look at the logs, and if we go to logs, we have the node JSON. So if we do tail f node JSON, then it's going to print it out. And what we're looking for is the contents right there. So I'm gonna grep contents. So now we have that in red. And yeah, you see it's just above my camera, and this is slowly filling up, and once it reaches 100, then we can consider it synced, and we can stop the node and do the database snapshot and restart the node again and go update the other node. So yeah, again, we'll have to wait about 10 to 20 minutes for this, and then I'll be back. So the contents are, as you can see here, on 100%, and now the node is just syncing as it usually would. So we can clear this. We can get this cat out of the way, and what we want to do now is stop the node first when we take the snapshot, and take the snapshot and then restart the node. So we'll first go to the folder where we have a database, and now we can do systemctl stop CNode. Now stop it, and now we want to take the snapshot of the database. So here's our database folder, and we want to basically just compress it so we can send it to another node. So czfv, I think that's it. Yeah, and then you call it as you want, like database snapshot if you want, or database snapshot .tar.gz, or whatever name you want. And we want the database folder to be compressed in here. So yeah, that's not working. I guess it needs to be VF. Yeah, I thought the order doesn't matter, but it does. Okay, so now this is going to take some time to compress it, because it's a large database, and the compressed file is going to have about 2 gigabytes, over 2 gigabytes, I think. So it's going to take some time, and I'll use this time to tell you guys that I submitted an idea for the project catalyst for like Plutus and Marlowe, so for the next stage in Cardano with Guggen coming out. So I want to like kind of keep doing what I'm doing with these videos, but I want to transfer it to like smart contracts and more programming and less stateful operations, as I think we covered a lot already. And you know, here and there I might put a video on state like this one and similar stuff, but I really want to get into some other stuff in Cardano. So yeah, if the Project Catalyst can like fund me and support me in that, then obviously I can get some better equipment and well, just, you know, I can spend more time doing it because I will get funded for it. So it will be great if I get some funding. But if not, we'll see, who knows. If you would like to see something like that, some content like that, either on my YouTube or, you know, I'm still thinking about the best deliveries of this stuff. So definitely some videos, but maybe some other written content and stuff like that. If you're interested in smart contracts, dApps, and all that, then go to the Project Catalyst and send some support for this idea. Yeah, the reviews are going to be next week, I think. So I still have to update the project details with well, all the details. But yeah, it would be great if I can get some support from the community on this, and you know, invest my time into creating these learning materials for Plutus and Marlowe, because yeah, I think that's what we really need to drive adoption. You know, we have to give as many people as we can like an easy entry to Cardano, and if they have some decent materials to learn the stuff for developers to develop their applications, then that's going to help tremendously. Okay, the snapshot is done, so we can now restart the node. Okay, let's check the status. Running. Okay, that's fine. So what I want to do now is take this snapshot from this server and transfer it to another server. So I'll use FileZilla for that. I'll use the SFTP that I have set up. And I'm not going to show this step because I want to keep this video, you know, concise. But if you do need help with file transfer protocols, there's a video on how to set that up. How to set that up with SFTP, so you know your transfers are safe. So yeah, I'll be back once it's uploaded. It's gonna take some time because it's a large file, so depending on your internet connection, it could take a very long time because you're downloading and then uploading. So the uploading part is usually the longer one, but yeah, I'll see you once I get the database snapshot onto the other relay we want to update. So I'm in my other relay, and well, I can show you that. I'll show you my guild view. So this relay is on 1.19.1, and that's fine. So I want to stop the node now, update the software first. So systemctl disable CNode service and stop CNode service. Okay, now this should be dead, and it's dead, which is fine. So I want to go to the Git folder again, Cardano-Node, git checkout master, pull, and git checkout 1.20.0 e-type state, great. And I'll use the CNTools build all script. Let me just check how old is it on this relay. So if I go to scripts and do dash ls-la 20th September, so that's fine. That's pretty recent. So let's go back to Git and Cardano-Node, and so we'll echo this and do the compile build all. And again, we have to wait a little bit, so I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Okay, so update is done. We can clear that and go to our CNode home folder. Now I have copied the database snapshot here, and you can see it here. And what we want to do is then take a backup of our database just in case if something goes wrong, and then decompress the snapshot and start a node. So I'm just gonna copy recursively database to database backup here, and big database. There we go. So we got the backup, so we can remove this database that we have just backed up, and then we want to tar, and here we don't want to compress, but we want to extract. So what was ZF B, yeah. DB snapshot. We want to extract that here. That's fine. Let's do that. Now that's going to take some time, but after that we should be okay to start a node again, and it's going to read the database and have the new database without the like 20-30 minutes of database migration. At start it should be like ready to go. Okay, it will be behind a few hundred blocks maybe because of the time we've taken the snapshot, but that will sync very fast. So once this is done, we'll do that. I'm just thinking, is there anything else? I don't think so. So we got the database now. The DB here is the one that we just extracted. So we don't have a TMX session, so let's create one. Scripts, and let's start the guild live view. Okay, there's nothing there now, but if we do systemctl start, let's enable it as well, enable service, and start, Let's check the status. System CTL. It's running. Okay, so that's fine. And if we go to TMX and start the live view, we will see that it's running on 120 and it's already on epoch 219, so everything's fine. Peers are working fine, and that's it. That's the update. So once you have the database snapshot, it's just about applying the software update and then extracting the snapshot, and it's going to be ready right away. So as I said, we do have like we are some blocks behind because of the time that the snapshot was taken and the time that the node started. But as you can see, that will soon be erased. There we go. And so that's it. That's the update. Now, the important thing is to take care of your block producers. So if you're doing an update on them, you know, you're going to have with this method, you will have like very little downtime, as you see, but it's still some downtime. So you should, use your backup node producer to replace your block producer in this time. And if you choose to do the database backup thing, then okay, you will have less downtime, but you will also have a longer wait for the snapshot to upload to your server. Or, I mean, if you're using bare metal servers, then it's much faster with a USB or whatever. But yeah, it's not a problem to update each node individually and just remove the ledger and let it sync, let it do the database migration like we did on the first node. So it's up to you, which method you want to choose. I have shown you both, and you can pick the pros and cons of each one and then decide for yourself. But that's the update, and good luck with all of your stuff, and see you next time.